Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm up so early this morning. I could hardly sleep. I was so excited. Today is December 1st. For the next 12 days, I have something very exciting to do in the morning, and I'm going to be getting up earlier for it, I'm sure. I have some extra strong coffee. I put 2 tiny little drip drops of peppermint extract. Cheers. And I put a half of a not a measurement tablespoon, but the spoons we use at the table of sugar-free hot chocolate. So, peppermint mocha. Delicious. Advent. I really like the pattern, the crochet pattern for Apache Tears. It's beautiful. It's done in single crochets across with one patterned long stitch going 3 rows down. And my aunt, who crochets and knits, saves up all of her scrap yarns and she puts them in a blanket, an Apache Tears blanket. And it works well because at the end of the row, you change colors, or you could keep going. You could do a couple rows in the same colors. Totally up to you and what you have. At the end of the rows, she leaves the fringe. Fringe. What a beautiful concept. No sewing in the ends. So I was thinking how much I would like to have a scrappy Apache Tears scarf. I have a light gray wool coat that I wear in the wintertime. And I was thinking it would be nice if I had, so to begin the Apache Tears patterns, you do 3 rows of a basic single crochet, which leaves it, the pattern is really fluid with whatever you want to make out of it. There's also lots of tutorials on how to make it in the round if you were thinking more of a cowl. But I think I just want a long, drapey scarf made with maybe a slightly too big hook so that it's not stiff. I'd like it to be really drapey. So I was digging through my yarns and I found this Caron 1 pound gray, and this one is medium gray mix. And I was thinking if every other color that I use this gray, it would tie it all in together. So that's the plan. Teresa at Critters Crochet exchanged a box with me, an Advent box. Inside this wonderful box is yarn scraps, her yarn scraps. So I have no idea what colors, what patterns, what texture, I don't know. So the idea is every day I am going to reach into this box and pull out a colorway. I'm not sure how much of each color, so I can alternate rows with whatever I pull out and the gray. I can just do a solid block of whatever this color is. We'll see. We'll see. It's a scrappy, fun Advent calendar. It may take me more than 12 days to complete the project, but I will be updating you for 12 days. Do my best to complete each color that we pull. I know the box says no peeking. I wrote this on here for myself. It was really helpful that we were gone on vacation for a week because I'm not sure I could have held out on that surprise. No peeking. So I opened the box this morning a little bit just to see if they were exposed or if there was some sort of like barrier, or just to see how I could do this with as less looking as possible. And there was a note right on the top. So thank you, Teresa. This is going to be so much fun. I think I am going to do this as nonchalantly as possible. I'm going to turn my head and slip my hands in each day. Let's see. So it's completely open. Now I guess I could just grab what's on top. What fun is that? I gotta dig around a little bit. Oh, it's all in there. Oh, that's so much yarn. Okay. This is a nice cake. This one feels like chocolate. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, is this attached to this? Oh, Teresa, what a good idea. You put a little clip to keep. Okay, I'm going to put this piece back in there. That feels like it's not part of this. I can open my eyes now. Oh, how pretty. Oh, it's an ombre. Light, dark, pinks. Oh, I guess that was part of this. Okay. All right. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, you put little clips for the ends. What a good idea. That way it doesn't get unraveled on your shelf or in a box. Ooh, look at that. All right. I'm going to set this box to the side. That's enough. Can't trust myself now that the box is open, so I'm going to need you guys for accountability. Okay, so today the plan is I'm going to make 3 rows single crochet in my base color. I'm going to make the 3 rows as long as I want the scarf. So there's many different ways. You could do your drop stitch with as many stitches in the middle as you want. One tutorial I watched, they did 5, the drop was 6. So I'm going to crochet in increments of 6. And then you add 1 at the end to boost you up to the next row. So I'm going to get my base going in 6. This is all 4-weight yarn. Teresa and I sent 4-weight yarn. So let's see. The recommended hook size is an H. And I'm a tight crocheter. H. I'm going to probably use an I. But I want to use a celebratory hook because this is a fun event. So I'm going to play around with hooks and yarn. And I'm going to work on that today. And tomorrow when I come pull out another yarn out of the advent, show you where I was. Yesterday was Thursday, my favorite day of the week, my day off. I had to keep myself busy so that I wasn't poking around in the advent. Which actually I probably should have gotten that base started, but I didn't. I made a coaster for my friend. I needed to make her a Christmas winter coaster. I made this wreath. It was off of Pora Pora Crochet. I will link the YouTube video below. So I'm going to trade out her Halloween pumpkin coaster and give her her wreath coaster today. So I made her a penguin from Gwenspired. Spirit Week inspiration was a penguin. So I made her a little penguin coaster, and then she had a pumpkin, and I made her a red maple leaf. So I want to replace the pumpkin with the wreath, and next I need to replace the maple leaf. What else did I do yesterday? Oh, I did not take my sleeved poncho with us on our road trip. So when I got home, it was sitting here lonely, wondering where I've been. So I started working on the neck. And I did the neck, and I did, I think, 2 more rows. I did the dark gray and the black. And I decided that I wanted to go ahead and start in on the neck. The neck is interesting. You chain 9, you chain 10 plus 1, and the 1 is your turnaround. And then you're wrap slip stitching back down the row. And when you get back down to the base of the neck, you slip over 2, which builds up your row. And so it's kind of bringing it in a little bit. 1 takes the place of the row you just did or you're doing, and then the second one kind of brings the neck in a little bit. Very nice, well thought out pattern. This is going to be so fun to wear in a little while. Right now it's a summer poncho. Sleeves will be worked up when it gets long enough. I need to make the poncho so that it comes down, I think quarter sleeves, I think it comes down quite a bit. We'll see. One step at a time. I'm still working on that neck. Thank you for coming to visit today. I can't wait to see how this Apache Tears turns out. I can get a lot of that Caron 1 pound. That's not discontinued. Actually, I think I might have a couple more of those big ones. So I'm thinking maybe every other row is going to be that gray. I got a lot of fun stuff to do. I got to pick a hook, make sure that my scarf is going to be drapey. I need to pick out a project bag. I got tons of project bags around here. Project bag, hook, 3 rows of single crochet in the desired length. Start in on my scrappy yarn. I think I'm just going to do the scrappy yarn until it runs out. There's 12 if I do 10 rows of each. Oh, it'll be a pretty thick scarf, huh? We're not talking blanket. I'll figure out the details. And then I'll be back. I do every other row gray and then 10 rows of the color. I've got 20 rows per change. And there's 12 yarn math. Thank you for visiting today. I will link a few little links of things I've talked about today. And Critter Crochet will be linked below. And have a wonderful Friday. I've enjoyed visiting with you today, and I'll see you tomorrow.